Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Got a battle on the WOTCCASIA map with Helohel from Lime Clan. It's in the T-832, which is the Terminator tank based on the T-32, and he's on his own. Just a couple of others, 3 T-832s on his side, and there's 3 BZs 176s on the other side, so let's see how this turns out. Yeah, this tank has got a pretty great camo scheme, 3D version, and as you probably know, it's got slightly different characteristics from the T-32, which is basically greater gun accuracy and faster aiming time, but otherwise the same pen, same damage, same number of shells, same armor layout, etc. The other side is it's got a slower reload, so slightly lower DPM, but that tends not to make such a difference. Alright, in any case, let's come to the middle of the map. So, although he's a heavy tank, and this is an all tier 8 battle, he decided not to go to the railway station, if you call it that, or the industrial complex on the other side of the map. As you can see, it's firing AP shells at the moment. It's got a pretty mixed loadout of AP and APCR, and only one HE shell. Now you can fire AP and APCR through the breakable walls, etc. Of course, through solid objects, of course, it will bounce, but yeah, if you could drive through that wall or a fence or something like that, you can shoot through it with AP, APCR. Whereas with HE it will detonate on the actual fence or whatever it might be. So don't feel afraid to shoot through a brick wall. If the wall collapses partly, then you know you can shoot through it with your shell. And of course heat behaves the same way as HE in terms of getting triggered by the impact. Alright, he's found a mail breaker on the other side of the map there, and to switch to his APCR shell. Decided, alright, now that target's out of the way, we'll go back to AP, because you know, we should be able to penetrate most of the tanks in your tier with standard ammo. Alright, finds his Panther 2, puts a kill shot in, and that picks up his first kill. And his team's up a little bit here. I've actually just picked up another kill, so there's 3 tanks in front, and a decent chunk of hit points as well. Now, it's also, because the rest of his team are actually performing, it would seem, to create that difference. He's only got 600 odd hit points of damage to his name. But now he's found some extra targets. Oh, there's the mail breaker. And look, there's Hyphen from 1 Hour Clan on the other side there in the Iron Arnie. Alright, anyway, he's not getting spotted here. They're outside the actual view range. If you look at the minimap circles, the blue line is the view range of his tank, and yeah, I wouldn't expect the mail breaker to have any greater view range. Helohel is running food, so that's going to improve both his gun handling, DPM, and view range as well. So yeah, multiple characteristics when you're running food. Covers all crew skills. Alright, he managed to find Panther 2 there, but he's now behind cover. And just shooting at cover, but using his standard shells for this, because that obviously won't cost that much. Oh, now there's Horse on the other side in a T-832. Horses from 1AR as well. Yeah, he's found Hyphen there again, put some shots into him. But he's just basically choosing which targets he can actually penetrate and has shots on, so yeah, not wasting ammo here. Now he's got a BZ there, and he's managing to put hits in, and has brought up 2k damage, so that BZ's still in the way of his shells, so another one goes in, and it is side on too, so you're not being confronted with the frontal armour of the BZ, which is a bit tough to go through. And now he's got these 2 other BZs just on the other side of the berm here, just as he waits for a tank to go in front of him. Now, As you probably saw in yesterday's video with Pyro, although he got the top damage, he didn't get the high caliber award, and that was basically because he put a shell into his teammate. And it's considered as team damage, even though it doesn't do any actual damage. It will prevent you from picking up an award for high caliber, even if you meet the other conditions of 20% of the hit pool. And now we've got back to the action. The BZ is managing to go through the lower plate there, so they're not having to greet them hull down or when they're hull down. So perfect situation for him. Alright, now they're not going to come around the corner to him, but so he focuses on the other targets there. There's the mail breaker again. It hasn't really moved out of position. Damages the tracks on the mail breaker, but didn't put any damage into him. Alright, so managed to get rid of the BZ, and now he's got a 7032 here. So now punishing the 7032 and dodging the incoming rounds as much as he can. Alright, still punishing the 7032, although he's a bit low on hit points now. He's down to 569, but it's not a big problem, although he doesn't want to get in the way of the 7032 if he's particularly trying to do double damage, but at least the 7032 is not focusing on him. Gets the kill in a little bit of a drive past, and now just avoiding the horse and the T-832. The horse is a damn good player, I've got to say, but not sure how he's faring in this particular battle, but he's definitely a top player. But this is Helohel's game, so let's get back to his position, and now he's coming in on the back of the mail breaker. Gets the kill, although got a punishing shot from the Iron Arnie. So I'll come here and just see whether he can put some damage into him. Yeah, it looks like he will get a bit of revenge here, and he does, gets the kill on Hyphen, so a bit of bad luck there, Hyph. Alright, now it's just down to Horse to save the day, so he's not going to last, I don't think. One more shot, and Helohel gets the kill. That brings up his top gun, and almost 5.5 cave damage. Let's go and have a look at the details. Alright, so he's ended up with actually 6 cave damage there, so getting a couple of blind shots in. Managed to get the 6 kills as we saw, so he's earned the high caliber award and the top gun award. A very small amount of assisted damage there, and managed to get the first class award. Now there's nothing wrong with that, because that means you're at least better than 90% of the players who are playing the tank that week. Let's have a look at the team score. Alright, now we know there's a bit of a high base for Ace Tanker in this tank, and there you go, 1500. Base does not earn an Ace Tanker in this tank. It would end just about any tank at tier 8. But he's almost double the damage of the next tank, which was also a T-832, who did nearly 4k, so well done to that player, Rishki, and another player, Rukasmeti, doing 3.5k in a BZ176. And let's have a look at the other side. Scorpion G doing 4k, so congratulations to, I won't pronounce that, I would say Giant, but I don't think 8 is supposed to sound like an A. And there's Horse in second place there, so as we can see, good player, lasted most of the others anyway, but didn't quite get a lot of damage, but definitely good XP in the losing side. Alright, back to Helohel's game. 31 shots fired, that's a decent output, 26 hits out of that and 21 penetrations. He did use a mix of ammunition, so his costs are quite reasonable, 64k on ammo, must have had stocks for his consumables, so nothing spent there. Decent profit of 69k, and a great game there from Helohel. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.